חיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה בקש, אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה בקש. One thing I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. One thing I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life.
Sometimes I feel like Facebook is listening to me. Does this ever happen to you? I'll say something out loud in my house like, oh, I love dresses with pockets. And the next thing I know, my Facebook feed is filled with ads for dresses with pockets. I must have said something out loud about my love of planners, because lo and behold, this ad for this 90-day planner kept popping up in my Facebook ads. Now, I nearly always ignore these ads and refuse to open them. But I became curious about this persistent ad for a monk manual. And the next thing you know, I am the proud owner of a monk-style journal. This 90-day planner grabbed my attention by touting its three-step system called PAR: prepare, act, reflect. And that's funny, prepare, act, reflect. These are the 3 steps we are called to do this month of Elul. Today was day 1. Tomorrow morning is day 2 of Elul. There are 29 days in this lunar calendar month, and then it will be Rosh Hashanah, the first day of the Jewish New Year, the first day of Tishrei on Shabbat morning, September 19th. Our entire congregation and anybody else on the planet who wants to will gather digitally Friday night, September 18th, to welcome in the Jewish New Year. Because our beautiful High Holy Day services will be streamed in real time on the holidays from this bima with this live control, you can invite all of your friends and family to attend Emanu-El services together. Each year until now, we nearly run out of seats in this main sanctuary, but this year, the seating is unlimited. When it's not Shabbat, go to our beautiful new High Holy Day website and make plans to invite your friends, your family, curious non-Jewish friends, anyone you'd like to participate with us. Everyone's invited. The High Holy Days are big, even this year, especially this year, and filled with powerful opportunities to open a new chapter, to set yourself in a new direction, to grow spiritually, and to be a better person. It's a lot. How wise of our ancestors to promote these 29 days for us to prepare, to act, and to reflect. For me personally, I have come to rely on two spiritual sources for my own spiritual preparation. Each day of Elul, starting this morning, I read a short passage from this book that I've had forever called Preparing Your Heart for the High Holy Days, a guided journal. And this is by Carrie Olitsky and Rabbi Rachel Sabbath. It's really easy to order online, and I love it. I do like a good journal. This is so short and easy. It's built around Psalm 27, which for the past 200 years or so, traditional Jews have read twice each day in Elul as part of spiritual preparation for the High Holy Days. The psalm depicts our ongoing struggle with faith. It reminds anyone who says, I'm not even sure I believe in God. The Jews have wrestled with faith in God throughout our history as a people. Reading the daily reflections in this book is a powerful spiritual workout leading up to the High Holy Days. The other book that many of you have known for a long time, but it's relatively new to me, also easily available in bookstores, even in independent bookstores, you can have one sent to you. This is real, and you are completely unprepared. Yes, that's actually the title. Written by Rabbi Alan Liu of blessed memory from Beth Shalom, right down the street from us. When he says this is real, and you are completely unprepared, he might have been speaking of the political climate of our time. He might have been speaking of the current pandemic or the fires or the climate crisis. But he's really speaking about the human condition. This is real, and we are completely unprepared. This is a wonderful book to read this month and throughout the High Holy Days. I reread it once a year at this time. If you are on Facebook watching this and you have a particular thing you do, a practice during the month of Elul to prepare for the High Holy Days, please share that in the chat. And for those of you on our website, the chat is coming in the next few weeks. Stay tuned. Prepare, act, reflect. The Torah portion for this Shabbat, Shoftim, underscores the Jewish people's belief that it is not enough to prepare and reflect, but rather tzedek, tzedek, tirdof, justice, justice. It is something we are in constant pursuit of. The command is to set up a just society, and that command takes place in the wilderness as Moses prepares a new generation of Israelites for their entrance into the promised land. He could have said, okay, Jews, this is what you have to do to get ready. Make sure you're going to be ready to have a kosher home, light Shabbat candles, and don't forget about the High Holy Days. And that is all part of the preparation. But this chapter of Torah underscores that religious ritual is not enough. This portion is preparation. When you get to the promised land, appoint magistrates and judges and officials, because acting with and pursuing justice defines us as a people. So it's not enough to read books this month or even to write in one's journal. We have to act. There are thousands of us at Emanu-El, and we have thousands of friends. So pick your action to alleviate poverty or homelessness, to make sure every person in our country can vote, to engage in anti-racist activity. As we sit down to Shabbat dinner tonight, we think of so many around us who do not have food. This High Holy Days, it is vital that if you can, you stop by the temple and drop off some bags of food for Emanu-El to donate to the JFCS Food Bank and to the SF Marin Food Bank. Or you can make a donation to both of those organizations. They need us right now. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. We pursue justice every day. Prepare, act, reflect. The High Holy Days this year will be different than any you or I have ever experienced in our lives. But they will offer each of us a sacred space for reflection. After the year we've just had, you will be amazed how good it will feel to come together, even online, to hear our familiar High Holy Day melodies, and to set our intentions for a new and better year. Psalm 27 says, "One thing I ask of God, this one thing I seek, to live in God's house all the days of my life, to gaze upon that sacred beauty, to come in to God's sanctuary."
אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה אבקש, אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה אבקש. שבתי שבתי בבית אדוני, שבתי שבתי כל ימי חיי, שבתי שבתי בבית אדוני, שבתי שבתי כל ימי חיי, לחזות בנועם אדוני, ולבקר בהיכלו, לחזות בנועם אדוני, to gaze upon the beauty of Adonai. One thing, I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. One thing, I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה אבקש.
special thank you to Cantor Addie because I asked her if she would learn that melody, and it's
From our beautiful dear friend Chava Morel.
Chava Morel, who I've known
wrote
since
that.
she was a little girl.
Yep.
And it goes around, and it's just so sang it so beautifully.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we're coming toward the conclusion of our service, and it's really a powerful tradition that we take these moments every week and we think about people who we love, who have died recently, and we think about just how we wrap our arms around all the mourners, and we think about the people we love who died at this time in years past. If you'll be saying Mourner's Kaddish with us and you have the prayer book, it's on page 294. This Shabbat, we remember with great love and affection Dr. Moses Rishlin, who will be laid to rest on Sunday. And we are in a period of shloshim for Alice White Malson, Davida Safer, Ken Rosenbaum, Barry Sterling, Bradley Stoller, Faridun Eliyahu Sufer, Kara Gigi Lesser Goldfader, Michael Bear Eucalis, Esther Liss Greenstein, Stanley Eisenberg, Rudy Salazar, June Schulman, Sheldon Lambert, Dr. Jerome Fields, Charles Hubbard White II, Mark Berman, David Brown, and Sheila Brown. Sorry, we have just giant hearts and hugs for everyone who is mourning, all of them. And this is the Yahrzeit, and we remember this Shabbat Catherine Berman, Robert Bolton, Aaron Brayman, Jane Brandeis, Betty Brisker, Lottie Greenfield Burstein, Harriet Gelsiler Chesler, Janice Cohen, Irving Cooper, Fanny Freed, Mary Goldblatt, Rabbi Hugo Grin, Marcia Israel Curley, George L. Jacobs, Simon Cadis, Adele H.K., Rabbi Peter Noble, Boris Kopelenko, Judy Lamb, Rebecca Lightus, David D. Lent, Eileen Licht, Carolyn Lisberger, Hugo Lowenstein, Ruth Lubarsky, Lee Miller, Mark Miller, Samuel Miller, Mark M. Morris, Lawrence E. Myers, Rose Ratner, Samuel William Rothman, Francis Schiff, Harold Schiff, Norman Wallace Shanbrun, Rosa Rosenberg Sipas, Catherine Sloan, Ida Stone, J. Robert Wasserman, Riva Yanklevich, and Zaran Yeshurun. May all of their memories and all of those who are not on this Kaddish list that you're thinking about tonight, or if on Facebook you're putting them into the Facebook chat, we gather them all into this prayer. Please join me. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mavarach la'olam ulmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirota, tushbatata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen.
Oh, say shalom bimromav. Huya say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Huya say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Ay, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Huya say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen.
Amen, amen. Cantor Addie, you're going to lead us in Kiddush, right? I'm going to stay way over here. I want to show you. I just had this mask made for special occasions. So when I have to have a special occasion, I'm ready.
I'll lead from here.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
So if you're in a Siddur, we're on page 5. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei feri hagafim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lemasei v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikrei kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim, ki banu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol V'shabbat kodshecha be'ava u'v'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat l'chaim.
L'chaim, Cantor Addie. Now, we'll find out later what worked and didn't work, but I know that so many people worked all throughout the summer to make this possible, and I know Cantor Addie was coming into Temple all the time, and Emily Valentine and an entire crew of people, and we're just excited to be back in here. I'm not going to go through all of the announcements. We have so much that we want you to know about, and we have the most beautiful High Holy Day website. Rabbi Rodich and Rabbi Bauer were very involved in making that happen. It sparkles, the website. And so go to that website and sign up for as much as you can. Of course, there will be Torah study in the morning, and you can tune into that. I'm pretty sure that the Friend family is leading Havdalah.
That is
at
true.
8 o'clock tomorrow night.
The Friend tribe is leading Havdalah tomorrow night.
The tribe. And a really important announcement, because these High Holy Days are going to be so different and so remarkable, and you want to not have any troubles getting into them. This coming Wednesday on August 26th from 5 to 6 p.m., we're going to have a Zoom sneak preview for any member of our synagogue who wants to come and learn about what we're doing to really make these High Holy Days as engaging as pandemic High Holy Days can be. And you'll be able to ask any and all of your questions that you have. So join us on Zoom. You just go on the website to sign up for that this Wednesday at 5 p.m. And there are so many other opportunities. We want every household to send in a photo so that you'll be represented in our services. And you'll have this, we want you to go and find out what the Ark moment is and come here in a safe way for a blessing next Sunday or the Sunday after. So look it all up on the web. And a challah. Shall we?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. We're
miss
so glad to
you.
be with you. We miss you.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Oh, say shalom b'roma, huya say shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Everything beautiful, sometimes it's gonna come to an end. Amen. And a special thank you to Dan Zemmelman, who played beautiful, sweet music with us tonight. We miss Dan, and we're so glad to have him back.
And to Eric Schoen,
And
who
to
makes
Eric
us
Schoen.
look good, sound good.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.